All right, we're back with another episode of Law and Order. I'm Law.
And I'm Order.
And today we're going to be going over A Raisin in the Sun. So we're going to start off by introducing the characters, which happens in Act 1, Scene 1. And first off, we have Lena, most known as Mama. And Mama has a son and a daughter. A son, Walter, and a daughter, Benita. Walter, his dream is to open up a liquor store and get more profit and have a better life. Although for
Benita, her dream is to become a doctor.
Walter's wife is Ruth, and Ruth always has a problem with Walter because he always talks about money all the time. She's super annoyed about it because she just wants him to kind of live. Walter and Ruth have a marriage issue. And that is basically Ruth hates that Walter thinks about money too much, and that is messing up their marriage. Well, Walter and Ruth have a son. The son's name is Travis. Bom, bom, bom. Travis doesn't like that his parents are fighting about money, but Travis also likes money. A big part is that they sleep in a small apartment, also known as a rat trap. And Travis sleeps on the couch, and they want better for their family. They want to live in a nice home where everyone has their own room and they don't have to share a bathroom. And with Ruth's problem being that Walter is so obsessed with money, at some point Walter has to be obsessed with money if they're going to get a future in a nice house. So, Order, explain to me how you feel about Walter and Ruth's relationship.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure their relationship is absolute trash. Walter, for one, doesn't care what Ruth has to say. Ruth cares. Walter has to say, on one of the pages it says, "Honey, I am listening to you. She always has been, yappa, yappa, yappa." But Walter's just like, you haven't been listening to a thing I say. You're just not even paying attention to me and what I need. But she's trying her best, and he's not.
They really just go back and forth talking about, like, oh, I am listening, but my point's better. Or I'm listening, but my point's better. So they're always fighting.
Yeah, but I feel like Ruth has, like, the stronger point because all Walter thinks about is money and opening up the liquor store.
And she wants to become a valued piece in his life also.
Yeah, and she just wants to grow her family with him, but he's off doing random stuff, not wanting to have any part of it.
Okay, so moving on to what the situation is, we're going to move on to closer to Scene 2 in Act 1. So, Order, would you like to take it away?
Okay, so with Walter, Walter always thinking about money, he gets the news that Ruth is pregnant. Keep in mind that Walter does not really put his family first and is always putting money even before his own wife and kids. The thoughts were being passed around throughout the family. The questions was, are we keeping the baby or not? Which Ruth really wanted to keep the baby, but didn't know if Walter wanted to.
She also knew that if she kept the baby, there wasn't room in the house nor the money to support it, so Ruth was also thinking about an abortion.
Dun, dun, dun. To Scene 1 is where the fun begins. So, when Benita's boo thing, Asa guy, comes in, he is this tall, scrawny looking dude that she met in college.
They met at college, both trying to become doctors.
Asa guy's from Africa, Nigeria, AKA.
Okay, so back up just a little bit. We are going to explain $10,000 and where the money came from and why it's important. Order?
Thank you, Law. So, the $10,000 comes from Lena, aka Mama, and her dead husband. So,
It's just from the husband.
well, yeah, because he died.
Anyways, yeah, so he died, and now they get a $10,000 check. And 3 different ways of thinking about how to spend this money. So Mama wants to buy a house so they don't have to share a bathroom and they get a better way of living.
Walter wants to buy a liquor store so he can get more profit off of it.
And Benita wants to go to school to become a doctor. And Mama is super set on making sure Benita goes to school. At the same time, Walter is dedicated to getting this liquor store, but Mama disagrees with it. She thinks that it's a bad idea. Now that we've explained the $10,000, we're going to fast forward back to Asagai and Benita. Order all you.
So towards the end of the play, Asagai comes to Benita and is just like, yo, I like you so much. I want to be your man, your mans. Asagai really, really wants to marry Benita.
Okay, the $10,000 check has arrived in the mail. What shall we ever do with it? Does Mama want to buy the house? Will Walter get the liquor store? Or will Benita be a doctor?
Dun, dun, dun! Okay, so part of the money, the down payment for the house that they bought because Mama was just like, yo, I need a different house for my family. So she went and bought this new house in this white neighborhood, okay? And she put a down payment on it. With the rest of the money, she gave it to Walter. Now, what Walter did with it? Stupid choice, man.
But also, rewind to the fact that they're going into a white neighborhood. Some good people. And these white people decide to be hella racist and is like, get out of my hood, bro.
Okay, so Walter takes the money, gives it to his friend. Walter's supposed to go to the bank, put some money in the bank for Benita's college money. But no, he spends it all in this one place for a liquor store. He's going into the liquor store with two other people. Gave it to one guy gave it to the other guy. The other guy left.
With the money.
So there's no more money. And
$6,000.
$6,000 moolah. Wait, what?
Gone. Disappear into the dark.
Out of existence. That guy's probably all the way to Africa by now.
How does Mama feel about that?
Oh, she is not happy.
How does Benita feel about that?
She is not happy either.
Neither of them are happy. He done messed up.
And then the fact that Ruth is due any time for her baby. He just done and gone down and messed up.
Okay, so now what's gonna happen with the house? Walter does not want to move out. Walter just wants all the money for himself.
The white neighborhood, they're just like, nah, we ain't having no blacks in our neighborhood. This is a white, clean neighborhood. So what? So they're asking them if they could buy the house from them.
Invites the guy over to have a talk with him. And Walter's mindset at the beginning is to make sure that this guy pays them off so that they cannot live in that neighborhood. So Walter's thinking, okay, well, I lost all that money, and now I'm going to get that money back because this guy's coming over so we don't move there. Well, that's not their morals. They don't believe in that. And Walter finally makes the right decision, and he calls the guy off and says, hey, this is who we are. And it ends up being really good. And they move in. And they did not take the money. And they moved into the house together.
And they're a happy family now. Because Walter's not obsessing over money that much anymore.
He finally made the right decision.
He finally got his head out of his butt.
Woo! Yeah! So now what happened to Asagai and Benita?
Ooh. Benita and Asagai will be getting married. Go Benita!
Go Asagai!
Asagai wants Benita to go back to Africa, Nigeria, with him so that they can live happily ever after.
We'll see you on next time on Law and Order. I'm Law.
And I'm Order. Signing out.